Good morning, everyone. This is Aaron Urban Shah from the Millennium School, South City, Lucknow. So, today we are going to study about the chapter The Story of a Village, Palampur. And this is the second session in which we are going to start with all the production levels with elaboration of each component, which was land, labor, and physical capital, human capital. Now, if we see the second slide, in which we have already discussed all the connectivity of Palampur, means the communication system, each and everything which we have discussed in the previous session, in which was connectivity was there, the nearest big village Raiganj, which was 3 kilometers away from Palampur, nearest town, which was Shahpur, transportation, the modern and the traditional way in which they still commute from one place to another, the economic activities, which was farming, and all the other factors also. The population was 450 families with the big farmers and the small farmers. Other amenities in which were the two schools were there and one high school is there, the pharmacy, the electricity that we already have discussed. So now today we are going to discuss about the factors of production which we already discussed, but in brief today we are going to discuss it. First is the factor of production. See, I think you people are not clear with the picture which I'm showing you right now, but remember the picture which I'm showing you right now is a picture of your textbook which I'm going to send you in the group itself. So these are the factors of production and their remunerations. First is the land, which is the first factor of production is land, and it is economically includes all those things which are found under and on the surface of the earth. See, this is land which is actually a free gift of nature which we have discussed, and the land which is permanent in existence. So now see, what is production? Using inputs means resources to make outputs, goods and services to satisfy the needs and wants of consumer. How we can say the production which we are using as an inputs, like which were the resources, that land, labor, capital. So it actually flows to the industries which an entrepreneur discusses and make it towards the output level. In this form, we are going to see that how things will take over, like chain of production, as businesses tend to specialize in a particular type of activity. A product will go through a chain of production to reach the final consumer. Each business involved will add values. In whatever the business we are going to take will add a value. So in this chain of production, the food production chain deals with the productivity, then the distribution level, then many of the things which the distribution level goes to the output level, and how it actually takes place in the form of goods and services. So the distribution, consumption, production, it all takes in the chain of production. Now these are the factors of production, which is land, labor, capital, and entrepreneur. Capital, we say it as a physical capital, and entrepreneur, we say it as a human capital. So if you see this picture, I tell you the land on which we live, the things which we have on land, which has not been man-made. It has been given by the environment, the ecosystem, that is known as a land in the factor of production. Like from water, we get energy, drinking water, from the oil, which is underwater, which is energy fuel. From the forest, we get wood, food, medicine, pulp, recreations, home of wildlife, rubber, cotton. From rocks, we get construction, shelters. Then from minerals, we get jewelry, glass, car, ceramics. From soil, we get the agriculture, the erosion level, and then from animals we get food, wool, and the recreations. Now these are the things which we say are the natural resources. These are the nature which is being gifted us with lot of good things on which we depend for our daily needs. We call it natural resources. We can also say it as air, water, forest, soil, minerals and wildlife. These are the things which are being coming under the land component. Now this is the second page in which we will see after land what comes. Then comes the labor. Now how can we say the labor is the second factor production? Why the labor is only the second factor production? Because after land we should know that labor, the second important factor production. In the ordinary sense, labor means people at work. But in economics, any manual work which is undertaken for monetary gain is also called as labor. Means in the return, economic reward we can say it. The wages, the salary. Any work done for the sake of pleasure or love and affection, such as women working for their own homes, is not considered as labor because they are not getting anything. Mothers are working at home, they are making food, they are cleaning up the house. That is not labor. That is their own self by which they are doing the work, although they are doing the work. So the factors affecting labor productivity is first, skill of workers. What is the skill? It means in the construction, the labor which we call as mistri, or the labor who make the house, the architect, the person who is building up the house, who is making the plan for that construction of the house. Then motivation of workers means for what they're working for. They're working for the wages. Availability of equipments means the equipments which are being provided to the labor to work for the construction of the house. Then production method, that what is the production method, what is to be done in the first or the second or the third in a sequence. Like the map will be passed of a house, then the materials will be bought from the market, then the labor will start doing the work from the land, then they started building up the house, and then that comes as a production method. Then quality of management, then how that management deals with the labor, so that the labor will deal with what is to be done first or the second or the third. What could a business do to improve these following factors in order to improve labor productivity? Means obviously they need to raise the wages, they need to give them proper things, equipments, machineries to make that work more progressive in the production. Now let's come to physical capital. Physical capital is a human-made objects used to create other goods and services. Example including building, machinery, tools and equipments. If you can see this, for a construction of a building, how many tools and machineries are there? The tractor is there, the material is there, the crane is there, the building blocks are there. These all things are being used for construction of a building, and these things are called as physical capital. Now what is physical capital? If you people go through the chapter or the pages which I will send you right now, is the third factor of production is physical capital or capital. Physical capital refers to the cash or assets that are used in further production of goods and services such as plants, machinery, tools, raw material, etc. Remember, physical capital or capital is not only the money, but the things which we can buy from money are also considered as physical capital. Now, the goods are not significantly consumed, though they may decline in value in the production process. These things can be divided into three parts, or we can actually say fixed capital and working capital. Now what is fixed capital and working capital? If you see here, the fixed capital requires long-term period and working capital requires short-term period. Purpose: money need to buy fixed assets is by the fixed capital, and money needed to buy current assets are under working capital. remains sunk in business and resolves in business. Means fixed capital remains in the business only, but working capital can be revolved in business. Fixed capital raised through shares, debentures and term loans, that you will discuss it, that you will study in class 10, the debentures and shares, but for that the sources. And the working capital raised through banks, trade credits, shares and debentures. We can also say fixed capital is one-time investment, which is being actually for tools, machineries, building. From one tool and machinery we can build a lot stuff out of it. But from working capital, it's recurring in nature, like raw material, money in hand, that will come, go, come and go. Now this is the last factor production, which is called as human capital. When we say human capital, it is also being known as entrepreneurship. Human capital is also known as entrepreneurship. Human capital is the fourth factor production in human capital, which is also known as entrepreneurship. The entrepreneur uses his intellect and knowledge to combine all the three factors of production: land, labor and physical capital. It is an option of the manner so as to earn maximum profit. If you see the second slide, see, money investing in the building means in the property. See, the human capital should be possessed with so many abilities, means the knowledge, the abilities, skills, education, training, experience, creativity, wisdom, judgment, means all these things an entrepreneur needs to be focused on, because after these aspects only the entrepreneur can deal with all these other three components. The strategies which a human capital needs to make, or the entrepreneur needs to make, is the competency development, learning management, performance evaluation, process involvement, system enhancement and organizational integration. Remember, these things we will discuss in notes, but these are the main strategies under which the human capital needs to focus with other three components. So the human resources in which every single thing comes. You can see the growth, the promotion, benefits, skills, career, teamwork, vision, partner, bonuses, everything are the human resources, which actually deals with all the different things. The functions of human development or human capital is also the plans, who organizes and supervises the work, the remuneration, all factors of production, helps in developing and absorbing new techniques, raises efficiency and skill, improves the quality of life and coordinates and correlates the other factors of production. So see, you can see the picture which all the four factors of production comes under one picture. First is factor 1, labor. The person who's working with the tree, who's taking out the fruits from the tree. Second is the land, which you can see there, the other trees are being there. The third factor is the capital, which you can see the tractors there, the machineries, and which are being used for the production. And the fourth is the person who own that place, is the entrepreneur, which actually looking after that farm under which all these factors of production are taking place. So this is the second page of the chapter, the second factor production, session 2, in which we have discussed all the factors of production. Now we will go through the economic activities of Palampur, which are actually the non-farm activities. So that we will discuss in the third session, which I'll send you by the video. So thank you for today. Have a nice day. Signing off, Alan Sharp.